On October 30th, 1961, the Soviet Union detonated the most powerful nuclear weapon in human history. A Tu-95 Novaya bomber carried the code named Ivan by its developers, but forever known to the world as the Tsar Bomba. This thermonuclear device was a testament to Cold War one-upmanship and a chilling display of destructive capability. The Tsar Bomba dwarfed anything the United States had ever tested. It was a physical manifestation of the escalating arms race that gripped the superpowers. The decision to develop and detonate the Tsar Bomba was rooted in the geopolitical climate of the time. The world watched with bated breath as the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a perilous dance of nuclear brinkmanship. Each side sought to demonstrate its technological superiority and military might. The Tsar Bomba was intended to send an unequivocal message. The Soviet Union possessed the capability to unleash unparalleled destruction upon its enemies. The Tsar Bomba was a three-stage thermonuclear device. This means that it used a fission reaction to trigger a much more powerful fusion reaction. Its design yield was a staggering 100 megatons of TNT, equivalent to 100 million tons of conventional explosives. For perspective, the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki had yields of approximately 15 and 21 kilotons, respectively. The Tsar Bomba's yield was over 4,000 times greater than the bomb that devastated Hiroshima. The bomb was 26 feet long and 7 feet in diameter. It weighed approximately 60,000 pounds. To accommodate its massive size and weight, the bomb was carried by a specially modified Tu-95V bomber, one of only 2 aircraft in the Soviet inventory capable of carrying such a payload. Even with these modifications, the bomber struggled to carry the Tsar Bomba, highlighting the incredible scale of the weapon. The Tsar Bomba was detonated at an altitude of approximately 13,000 feet above Novaya Zemlya, a remote archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. The explosion created a fireball nearly 6 miles wide. The mushroom cloud that followed reached an altitude of 40 miles, 7 times the height of Mount Everest. The blast wave from the detonation circled the Earth 3 times. Windows were shattered hundreds of miles from ground zero. The seismic shock wave registered as a magnitude 5.0 earthquake on the Richter scale. Buildings were damaged or destroyed at a distance of over 500 miles. The thermal radiation from the explosion could have caused third-degree burns at a distance of 62 miles. The Tsar Bomba was never intended to be a practical weapon. Its sheer size and weight made it difficult to deploy, and its yield was far greater than what was necessary to destroy even the most hardened military targets. Instead, the Tsar Bomba was a political statement, a demonstration of Soviet technological prowess at the height of the Cold War. The detonation of the Tsar Bomba had a profound impact on the world. It underscored the horrific destructive power of nuclear weapons and served as a wake-up call for world leaders. In the aftermath of the test, there was a renewed sense of urgency in international efforts to control the spread of nuclear weapons. The Tsar Bomba stands as a stark reminder of the importance of diplomacy and the need to find peaceful solutions to international conflict.